Then from Sidorova.
So well, spectacular sprinting on the women's side. What can the men do? It is a strong field. Indeed, world number one goes here, Trayvon Bromell. He's in lane 7. The Olympic champion 200, de Grasse goes in this as well. Rian Salage, Sri Lanka, and Adelaide Heath in Tokyo, but he's a 10.1 performer. He's in 1. Rowan Browning of Australia, a semi-finalist in Japan, never broken 10 seconds. 10.01 his lifetime best, but he's been in good form. 10.1 in Brussels on Friday. Mike Rogers, 36 years old, about still going strong. 10 seconds exactly this year. That was back in early July. Ronnie Baker goes in lane 4, 5th in the Tokyo 100 metres. Since Tokyo, he was 3rd in the Prefontaine meeting and 3rd in Padua at the weekend. Fred Curley, well, what an astonishing talent he is. His lifetime best 9.84. That came in Tokyo when he took the silver medal. He's also run 19.7 for 200 and 43.6 for 400. Andre de Grasse, the gold medalist over 200 metres, the Canadian, in Tokyo. He goes in lane 6. He also took the bronze in the 100. Trayvon Bromell goes in lane 7. He is, as I said, the world number 1. Went out in the semis in Tokyo. Best of 9.77. Only 9 men in history have gone under 9.80. Akane Simbine, the Commonwealth champion from South Africa, 4th in Tokyo. And took a second area record back in early June, a 9.84, an African record. And Sylvain Vicky of Switzerland in lane 9. He's the Swiss champion, 10.22 this year. He's a 10.1 performer at his absolute best. Well, the meeting record is 9.76 by Johan Blake. That was back in 2012 by the Jamaican, 9 years ago now. Diamond League record.
Hello guys, I'm gonna give you some updates about the performance of Ernest Obiena from the Philippines in the finals of the men's pole vault for the Wanda Diamond League 2021. So at 5.43 meter, EJ Obiena skipped and then he successfully crossed the 5.58 meter level. And now currently they are jumping at 5.73 meters, and EJ Obiena has failed to jump to cross the 5.73 meter on 2 attempts. So he will have a final attempt to cross 5.73 meters. So far, everyone was able to cross 5.73 except him and the world record holder Duplantis, who decided to skip this level. So now, I guess now it is okay. All right. EJ Obiena successfully crossed the 5.73 meters. So he will proceed with the next level, 5.83 meters. Yahoo! We need to take note that his record is 5.91 meters. His personal best is 5.91 meters, which he registered at the Paris, France leg of this competition. Let's go back to the live stream. Let's see if they are now showing the pole vault men.
Yeah, Kendricks, world champion in 2017
No, they're
and
still not
2019.
okay. They're now
Looks a little
doing
out of
the
sorts,
pole vault men.
perhaps
So
in
let's listen.
Paris, where he finished in 4th place in 5.73, this height, but he's made that with consummate ease, hasn't he? Second in Lausanne, just a couple of days before Paris, 2 weeks ago with 5.82. Conditions pretty much perfect. Here's the winner in Lausanne.
Yeah, he'll remember 2021 the rest of his life, I'm pretty sure. Chris Nilsen. Nicely over. So the big men coming to the fore. Still a little early. Duplantis has passed at this height, incidentally. So Kendricks clear. Nilsen now clear. Only 6 in the field, as we've been mentioning in all of the field events, because we've got so many field events. 9
Only 6,
tonight.
and EJ Obiena is one of them from the Philippines.
5. I think we had 5 field events last night. Is that right?
Yes.
Let's
5
go,
field events for the
EJ.
2 5,000s.
Oh,
we're back
they
on the track with the men's
went back to the
steeplechase. And the Olympic champion, you can see there, El Bakali of Morocco.
Let's just follow it. Shout out to my one viewer. Let's cheer for EJ Obiena. His position is third to jump. Right now, the first athlete successfully crossed the 5.83 meter. So now the second athlete, Casey Lightfoot from the USA, is doing his first attempt to cross 5.83 meters.
The too keen to follow him. He just had a little check around of that first 100 metres, and he's just gone off sensibly, which is good to see. He's not racing ahead, sensing that the field haven't quite gone with him yet, but they've got time to close that gap, although Wale doesn't look too keen. He's checking behind, isn't he, to say, well, come on, is somebody going to do this? Otherwise I'm going to have to.
I think that could be the understatement of the night. Steve Wale not looking reluctant to be at the front of that pack. He's slowed it right down, and I think they've slowed down behind him. And it's frustrating when that happens for you, because they're saying, hey, you've gone out in front, you can just sit there. I'm not going to take it over when you don't want it. You can have it. El Bacali just tucking in there, almost jogging around this bend. That might be unfair, because they've meant to be heading for 240. I don't think they're moving at anything like 240 tempo. That would be 64 per lap, a normal lap.
That wasn't too far off Tim, not for the leader anyway, but that's because always the first 100, 150 is quite quick. They've slowed down certainly since then, and then now that's the only lap we can take an actual 400-metre time. After that, of course, they're running less than 400 because the water jump on the inside here in Zurich. So the next split we will get will be the 1K, but Jones doing his best. He's trying to just hang close enough so that he's in contact.
Well, we saw Kelsey Lee Barbers open up 61 metres exactly a few minutes ago. She is the world champion, the 29-year-old from Australia. Hits that one nicely. And that's better. That's a little bit better. Finds another metre or so. Doesn't look ecstatic with it. .61 metres for her after round one. Had her in second place behind Spatakova, 60.
So guys, Obiena failed on his first attempt at 5.83 meters.
감상하는 우주. Fired that spear out to a winning distance in Berlin 2018, 67.90 she threw that day to take the European title in front of the home crowd. 64.20, it's the biggest throw of the day by over a metre and a half.
Well, this has become quite pedestrian in this steeplechase. The pacemaker Jones has tried to get them interested, and he went through 246, the main pack of more like 248, 249 through the first kilometre, and it hasn't got any quicker since then. So it's Keegan just leading, Wale has given up the lead here at the last quarter jump. Bet came a little closer to Keeley, the 19-year-old talent, just behind El Bacali, who's happily sitting there watching and waiting, not interested in time tonight. They're running 8:30 pace. It will speed up, of course it will, but he just wants to win. The stutter there, Wale again. He doesn't take the water jump particularly well. Always looks for a little bit of room. I don't know why that it wants a bit of sort of step out and take a bit of room, but Bet now moving into second place. We've still got the pacemaker out in front after 5 minutes of racing. He must be thinking, I might just keep going here.
Steve, I know the name that's going through your mind is Tom Byers, but he hasn't got a big enough lead. That famous race was in 1980 in Oslo when he was a pacemaker in the 1500, and they never caught him. And
he was 81.
Oh, just testing. I knew that really. But yeah, unusual to be leading this far into the race. You're right. I mean, 5.5 minutes on the clock.
Well, Bet now has decided to close the gap at least to the pacemaker, but he's, you know, at this point, you normally expect him to be well distant. 2 kilometres approach there, you can see 2:51, 5:38 for that kilometre. Very, very slow indeed, and when he gets round here, he's only got 2 laps to go. So he might just think, oh, I'm going to keep going here. Cones, Wilberforce corners. Still with a 7-8 metre lead. Wale now moved into second place. Tekele, his younger teammate, just following. El Bakali has always been giving himself a good sight of the barriers, hanging on the outside of the pack. Bet's been in and out and in and out. Finally the pacemaker moves to the side. So we'll go on then, guys. 2 laps, an 800 metre burn up here.
For a few seconds there, approaching that 2 laps to go marker, I thought Konas was going to go for it. But he eases aside, and we've got a real race in our hands here, Steve. We've been spoiled with great racing here tonight. Fast times as well. This one won't be a particularly quick time, as you've made clear, but what a dust-up it's going to be over this last lap and a half. 4 abreast, almost 5 abreast now.
Hillary Paul just on the inside on the curb as well. A little bit boxed at the moment. El Bakali can see everything. He, with that long stride, those long legs, he likes to get a good sight of the barriers, and he's doing that very well indeed. So just watch Wale here. He'll move out. Always puts his arm down on the inside, his left arm, as he approaches the barrier zone to say, give me room. And then this time takes it okay. But there's only 500 metres to go, Tim, and nothing happening yet. It's the Olympic bronze medalist alongside Wale, finished 4th, of course, and then the Olympic champion. Now these 3 just starting to stretch a little bit.
Good to see El Bakali there in 3rd place, having negotiated the barriers so far. Remember in Paris a couple of weeks ago, he ran into a barrier on the first lap and injured himself. Well, hurt himself more than injured himself. Good to see him back racing, but he's just got these guys in his sights, Steve. I wonder if he's got the legs.
Well, he better get a shift on here because he's given them a little bit of a head start here. Keegan steals a march. Bet trying to chase. Waller's got nothing really. Looks over his shoulder. And El Bakali. Keegan stretches away again. El Bakali still charging. Keegan gets it. El Bakali second. Misjudged for me. And he slapped his hands. I don't think that's him kind of applauding himself. That was him in frustration at why he let Keegan steal a march with 300 to go and traffic to go around, having been in a great position all the way around. But well done, Benjamin Keegan. He took it by the scruff of the neck. Stuttered that last barrier, nearly threw it away, Tim, but just had enough.
For athletes of this caliber, Steve, that's a slow race, a tactical race. With 300 to go, El Bakali giving several meters to the athletes in front of him. He really wasn't concentrating, coming through the bell and round that penultimate bend. And of course, he's a 3:31 1500 meter runner. It's easy to forget that about El Bakali. This summer, 3:31.9 he's run for 1500. He's got speed aplenty to defeat a field of this caliber, but he never gave himself a chance with Keegan being able to kick away like that and steal 10 meters or more down the back straight.
Yeah, El Bakali's normally quite good, isn't he, at judging his finish? You know,
He's angry with himself, though.
he is. Just went to sleep at the wrong time. So,
Alright guys, Obiena successfully crossed 5.83 meters on his second attempt. Yahoo!
Wrench his body forwards and off his... And that from Veta. 89 meters 11. He finds another 2.5 meters. He extends his lead.
Andrea Madare of Moldova. Third round, that's a big one from him. That's a much better effort. A huge roll to accompany a big throw. It's not going to threaten the lead, of course. It might threaten second place, though. Bad, let's remember, in round one, 85-22 for the Olympic silver medalist. This, though, is right on that mark. It's very, very close indeed. Maybe just under that line. So Madare, 84.98, just 2 centimeters short of the 85-meter mark. He moves into third.
Being adjusted there for this men's high jump. Tamberi, who shared the gold medal in Tokyo, the Italian world indoor champion in 2016. Attempting 2:24 here. Came in at 2:16, popped over that to 2:20, no trouble. 2:24 now. Easy to forget that he's actually a European champion in 2016. He has a world title for both world indoors in Portland 2016 and now an Olympic title. So European world and Olympic gold, this man has his due enormous respect. And that's how he does it. Gives it a tickle with his feet as he goes over. But he's just oozes charisma. He's a fabulous for the sport.
Alright guys, some updates. We are now at 5.93 meters and Philippines' Ernest Jan Obiena is still in it. So if he happens to cross this one, he will make history and that will be his personal best, breaking the record that he made in France. His personal best is 5.93 meters.
Clearance to him at 5.83. Sets him up nicely at the moment. So Sam Kendricks, nice card so far. Came in early, 5.43. Such a shame for him. Positive COVID test, couldn't compete in Tokyo. But lovely clearance there. So clear it 73 and 83 first time. So that will keep him essentially tied for the lead. Nobody can produce anything better than that. Duplantis did pass at 5.73. Kendricks goes clear. And actually looks as though he's ready for this tonight. So first attempt again for Duplantis, having passed in the earlier height. And if you did watch that one, or we did watch it, didn't we, the 5.58, it made it look silly. The Olympic champion, world record holder.
Duplantis with ease.
It's just like somebody going and making a cup of tea, isn't it? You know, he goes, oh, put the kettle on, plug it in, let it boil, there you go. It's just goes through the motions almost, and it isn't like that. He's just making it look so simple, so easy. And these heights, you know, 5.83. Many vaulters never ever get this high in their careers. Special talent.
There's Obiena smiling at Duplantis.
Wonder if tonight he's got it in him to go high. Let's see.
Well,
And
we'll continue
they
to
switch
bring you
again
the
to
very
the
best
tracks.
action from the field as it unfolds. We go back to the track for the
Correct.
women's 800 meters now.
So guys, some updates for pole vault. They're now doing trying 5.93 meters. So Obiena is on the verge of breaking the Philippine record. His personal best is 5.91 meters, which he set in France so he could possibly beat his own record in a few minutes. So everyone has cleared 5.83 meters, and now they're moving to 5.93 meters. So Obiena is on the verge of making history. He is jumping third after Timur and Casey Lightfoot of the USA. So probably in 10 minutes time, he will have his first attempt at 5.93 meters. Shout out to the 4 million viewers at this ungodly hour. Good morning, guys. I suppose you are watching from the Philippines. If not, please let me know where. I have seen Obiena when they showed Duplantis, but after that the stream went back to the tracks.
아래엔 콜라겐, 위쪽에는 세라마이드가 들어있어서 피부를 탱탱하고 촉촉하게 가꾸어줘요.
Well, Hodgkinson likes a quick pace. She's gone up pretty fast out there, right up alongside, almost on the shoulder of Yarrigo, top left of picture. But Gould, well, she ran a race just full of character last week in Brussels. I think they felt they could get past her and they couldn't. She stayed stubbornly out in front down the home straight. Nikai has got some running to do at the moment. She's back in about 7th place as Yarrigo continues to lead them round. And they are going with the pace. Gould holding 2nd place, leading the pack. But if anything, perhaps slowing it down a tiny bit, Keely Hodgkinson on her shoulder will be wary, having finished 2nd to her in Brussels a week ago.
Yeah, the two British athletes there, Gemma Ricci and the young Keely Hodgkinson, just watching Gould. Gould doesn't mind being at the front. She's a bit of a natural front runner, and that's really what she's going to do now. She'll attack from this position. Yarrigo's set it up reasonably nicely, but he's right, Tim, not all that quick. But Gould holding the others up. They're all bunching up behind her. Don't want to go past yet. Don't want to kick too early. But Hodgkinson in the best place.
She's a really smart racer, though, is Gould, the Jamaican. She's 30 years old, very experienced, and they're falling into that trap again that they fell into in Brussels last week. They're letting her control things. She's going to lead into the final bend. If they want to go past her, they'll have to come wide, and she's stubborn. She's got amazing speed, endurance. Good job done by the pacemaker, 57.1, but the other big kick's going to come in here now. Alemu on the outside in 3rd place. Kate Grace is boxed there.
There's still no update at 5.93 meters.
The 18-year-old has just won, and a Diamond League title to boot. Brilliant, brilliant run. How she has stayed so well this season, Steve, I do not know. She's been wonderfully prepared by Jenny Meadows, now husband Trevor. A pair of them have managed her. She's a youngster who loves to go out partying. Apparently she's a really normal young lady, young woman. But does she run with a smart head and such maturity?
She'll love you for saying that, but you're not wrong.
Well, you said it as well now, so we're both to blame.
Okay. Do you know what? The rest of the British 800 metre contingent will be jumping up and down going, yeah, go Keely, because that means Britain can have 4. Great Britain have got such strength and depth in this event at the moment. So by becoming the Diamond League champion, that's a massive feather in her own cap and a decent payday as well for such a young woman. But it's about her maturity now, her race brain, her strength, Her ability, as you said, to maintain all the way through what's been a long, long season, including indoors. Let's not forget, she really did step up in the indoor season as well. So well done, Keely Hodgkinson. Well done to her whole team. Big, big win here in Zurich. Special night for her, but a little nod to next season as well. So everybody knows that I think Mo will be the person to beat again next year, but Hodgkinson will only be better.
Well, there it is, a win for Hodgkinson, 157.98. Kate Grace took second from Gould by 1/1000th of a second.
All right, EJ Obiena
Obiena,
now.
5.83.
Go EJ. 5.93
Philippine
meters.
Who's pushed himself to the fore, keeps getting better all of the
Woo!
time, and nicely done there.
Clear.
Cleared 5.91
That was awesome,
recently
EJ.
for a new national record, and now he finds himself in this nice second attempt here. 5.91
Oh,
coming
this
in
is
the
the
Paris
5.83.
Diamond League, clearing 5.83.
Whoa.
Stay in with the big boys.
That was
Duplantis clear,
awesome,
Kendricks
EJ.
clear. We saw Morgunov go clear. Nilsen in a bit of trouble at this height.
And as
as
John
indeed is Casey
Obiena has
Lightfoot, his
just cleared
teammate.
5.83 meters.
Obiena, who trains with Thiago Braz in Italy, I think their summer training camp. This is Casey Lightfoot then, third attempt.
Casey Lightfoot.
Yeah, under a bit of pressure here, the Olympic fourth placer, the youngster in the US squad.
Oh, he's also young.
Oh,
Yes.
gives it a little touch, a tickle. He cleared the previous height, third time of asking, 5.73 and 5.83, third time as well.
I remember in the Olympics, I said when I did a live stream, this guy should be able to jump high because of his name, Lightfoot.
Yeah, great to see them all managing to stay involved. 5.83.
So now,
His friend,
let's go
very
to
close friends. I think their families
5.93.
watched the Olympics together. If I remember reading that somewhere. Nilsen. Lightfoot. Third attempt for Nilsen. Oh, and he's done it as well. Joins the party. What a relief. Didn't want to be left out there, did he? So all six men clear at 5.83. We could be in for a real humdinger here tonight. Duplantis and Kendricks lead. They're clear all the way through to this point. Obiena took 2 attempts.
Wow.
Nilsen and Lightfoot 3
It's
attempts.
really
I
amazing
don't
to
think this
watch
is a common
them.
occurrence, Steve. 6 athletes, the entire field, over 5.83. I think that's pretty special, pretty rare. I know the stat specialists will be charging off to their records now. Something we don't have the luxury of doing, but it's a great contest in the ball building. And in this high jump, well, it's going well for Tamberi.
And
so
they
far.
switched to high
3
jump.
attempts and 3 clearances, up to and including 2.24. Now, 2.27. But
Check the results online. So the first jumper for 5.93 failed on his first attempt. And so as EJ failed at 5.93 on his first attempt, we recall that his personal best is only 5.91 meters, which he did in France, but he will have 2 more tries. Casey Lightfoot also failed on his first attempt at 5.93 meters. And so as Sam Kendricks. So now we're left with Christopher Nilsen of the USA and the world record holder, Armand Duplantis. Shout out to our 3 million viewers. Good morning, guys. While waiting, please hit the like button as a friend. You could also please comment on the chat box. Where are you watching from? Let's pray for EJ Obiena. He still has two chances to jump 5.93 meters. He missed on his first
Know how
attempt.
to win Diamond League races as well as major championship medals. Pick your favourite. Who's got the legs at this time of the season to win this? How fast will they go? They've been given the chance to chase a 49.5 for Siradsky. He's been asked to go that quick. Not sure he needs to go that quick, but we'll set this up nicely if they follow him. Men's 800. So Tuka sharing the lane with the pacemaker, Korea just inside him. Starting quickly, Harris right on the inside. Arab might just fight to get near the front as well. Let's see how they settle as they break after the first 100 meters. Across comes the pacemaker. Harris is going to find them all coming across. Kinyamal on his shoulder as well. Arab just giving a little bit of an elbow to the Olympic champion, but lets him slip round the outside. So Korea slots in behind the pacemaker, and a decent first 200, nothing too silly. And Arab, as you'd expect, looks as though he's interested in getting up there as well.
Steve, I really like what I've seen from Marco Arop, the Canadian, so far this year. I know he didn't make the final in Tokyo, but he's running fast in every race at the moment. And if you're going to beat him, you need to run fast. And that is a...
Shout out to our 5 viewers, guys. Hold on. I just lost my connection. And now I'm back. They're now at 5.93 meters. Obiena failed on his first attempt. So his second attempt is coming. Let's pray for EJ of the Philippines. Okay, guys, here's an update so far. Only two Two pole vaulters have crossed 5.93 meters, of course. Armand Duplantis and Timur Morgunov on his second attempt. So the four other jumpers, pole vaulters I mean, they're now on their second attempt, including Obiena of the Philippines. Okay, Casey Lightfoot also failed on his second attempt. Now it is EJ's turn. Let's pray for EJ, because if he did cross this, he will break the Philippine record and his personal best record. So this is history in the making. But unfortunately, they're not showing it on the live stream right now because they're showing the tracks. So we're just waiting for the updates on the live scores. Let's keep our fingers crossed for EJ and a new Philippine record. Let's go, EJ! Ernest Jan Obiena, let's go for the Philippines. What do you think, guys? Do you think he will break his own record of 5.93 meters? Or do you think he won't? Let me know. What are you guys thinking? Let's go, EJ. Alright, unfortunately, EJ Obiena failed on his second attempt as well for the 5.93 meters. So he will have one final attempt to break his own record and cross 5.93 meters. Hopefully that will not be his last jump for this competition. Let's keep on praying for EJ.
Final, and he advances here with the third attempt. A very nice clearance at 2:27. I've learned now because I've had to because of his name, and I read it a couple of times. I forgot Django Reinhardt. I can quote it now. That's who he's named after. Great jazz guitarist that you and I don't know anything about.
I think I heard you say that a few Diamond Leagues back, but I've forgotten it completely. He run you up there. Now, for the authorised neutral athlete, that is beautiful. Lots of energy, lots of bound. Really flicks those legs over his head, doesn't he? Only ninth in Tokyo, the World Championship bronze medalist. And a pressure jump from him too. He's one of that group who jumped 2:37 this year. 4 athletes share the highest jump in the world in 2021 with that mark. Really millimetre perfect. It still astonishes me every time I see it how wonderful these men and women are who momentarily absolutely fly. There it is. Reset. Goes up to 2:30 next.
Well, the women are out on the track for the 400-metre hurdles. They've had to wait because their high jumpers are running across them. So they've been out a few minutes, but they're ready to go. It's their turn now. Leah Sprunger will get a massive cheer. The outside lane, the Swiss favourite, who's given them so many great moments. Handsome late season form as well, Leah Sprunger. 31-year-old on the outside. And then Ukraine have got a couple of great athletes now at 400-meter hurdles. Victoria Tkachuk, 53.79, finished 6th at the Olympics. Genevieve Russell was so close to a medal, except the big three were well ahead. I say so close in terms of position. She was 4th. Now, Anna Rychkova gave Femke Bol something to think about back in Stockholm. Couldn't quite get that close at the Olympics. Bol, of course, with Delilah Muhammad and Sonia McLaughlin, gave us a real show.
Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Let's go check the live updates of the scores. Now 3 pole vaulters has cleared 5.93, Duplantis, Kendricks, and Morgunov. Next is Casey Lightfoot, and then EJ Obiena for his final try at 5.93 meters. Hopefully, he will break his own record and the Philippine record to stay in this competition.
I think they must.
We're still waiting for EJ's final attempt at 5.93 meters. Casey Lightfoot failed to cross 5.93 meters on 3 attempts. It's now EJ's turn, his third and final attempt at 5.93 meters. Will he make history? Let's pray for EJ. This is his final jump for 5.93 meters. If he doesn't cross this, he will not proceed with the next level. Alright guys, this is the final update from EJ Obiena. He failed to cross 5.93 meters on all 3 attempts. So that means goodbye for him and for Casey Lightfoot also in this competition. But so his personal best record is at 5.91 meters. The Philippine record stands at 5.91 meters. And he still owns it. And he's still young, and that means he could still improve on his performance in future athletic meets. So he is still a force to reckon with. Thank you, EJ Obiena, for a good performance. Now it's time to sleep. Time to go home and sleep. Let's go take a walk. I'll end this stream at exactly after 1 hour. Thank you for the thumbs up. There's a bus now. What time is it? Is this the first bus? 4:30 a.m. That's the first bus. There are many people. Hello guys, are you here for updates about EJ Obiena? Well, he wasn't able to clear 5.93 meters. So the Philippine record stands at 5.83 meters. Oh no, sorry, 5.91 meters. Also set by EJ Obiena in France. What time is it? Thank you guys for walking me home. Just cross the street. Don't you love an empty street? There's a dog. There's a cute dog. Oh, where's the owner? Hello, doggy. Oh. Hello. Hey. He's afraid of me. Doggy, where you going? Come back. So cute. Where does he live? He's coming back home, I guess. Oh, he's gone. So at this time, some people are heading out already. Okay, let's stay here for a couple more minutes before I end this stream. I just like to thank the few people who came to my stream. It's unfortunate that Obiena wasn't able to cross 5.93 meters, but it's still good because his personal best is 5.91 meters. For this leg, the final leg of the competition, he successfully crossed 5.83 meters. And he's still young, he could still improve on his performance. He's still in the top 6 best pole vaulters in the world, ranked number 5. And he is the very first Filipino to be able to join the Wanda Diamond League final. So congratulations, Obiena. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will end this stream now. Have a good day. Sleep tight. Bye. Oh, please, if you haven't, kindly subscribe to my channel if you want. And also hit the like button. Thank you. Bye-bye.